Hi everyone, this is Sherry from Delighted Reader. I had a snafu on the last time I recorded this video, so I apologize. I'm gonna have to do this again, and it's already kind of opened already. Um, this is the 2-book box that I get every month along with my 1-book box, and I've decided to cancel this one. And I like getting the 2 books, but I kind of like the swag too, so I've decided that I'd rather get a book than some swag. And just let the books go to other people. So as well as the cost, it's $29.99, I believe, for the 1-book box, which is a little more reasonable. And then you're getting $39.99 for 2-book box, which is getting a little. I know it's all going to a charity, but when you've got 2 of them, it gets a little costly. So I'm having to decide which one I want to go to. So unfortunately, I opened this box and thought I was recording earlier, and I was not. So I'm definitely making sure I'm recording this time. I am. Okay, so we'll go through this rather quickly. As you know, we get the digital copy of the book on the 25th, and usually you get a digital copy of both books. I don't know if the 3rd book will get one, but if not, great. If we do, great too. We always get a bookmark from a new author or from a new artist. And then on the back, it lists all the charities and what they do with the profit they make off these boxes, which is one of the reasons why I get this box. I feel like I'm just doing something good. Sorry for the ums. We get a letter from each author. Because we got an extra book, I think, from Helen Hart. We're not getting a letter from her. We got like a little signed sticker. So Devaney Perry is the author of the month, and I have 2 of these letters. I don't read them usually because they take too long. When I'm in the zone reading out loud, I'm great. When I'm not, I'm horrible. So I don't tend to do that too very often. Evan Grace is the other author, and I love how it says Dear Reader. No, if it only said Delighted Reader. We got some swag. And then promotion for the Bookworm box shop that makes these boxes. We have Ruined by Kendall Gray, and it's a little post-it note pad. I know I've read one of her books. I think it was one of her first books about whales or something. I can't quite remember, but I'll have to look her up again. Firefly by Molly McAdams. Fall in love with an enemy. I like falling in love with my husband. He was an enemy for a while. Waterhouse Press partnered with us to give us a free book in the box, so I'm going to have some extra books to give away. And then there's a little sticker with Helen Hart's signature. We've got Realism, Sugar Spice Ink. And I was remarking about the color of her hair and how my daughters are going through a similar thing. One of them's still in high school. Unfortunately, she has to have what they consider realistic hair color because anything else is distracting. So Realism, Sugar and Spice Ink is about a single mom who's covered with tattoos. She's got lavender hair and she just doesn't give a damn. There's only one thing in the world that can get her fired up. That's screwing with her daughter. So she's going to protect her. So when she gets a call, she's in trouble at school with a boy, no less. My claws are coming out to strike, and the boy's father, some high society stockbroker, isn't about to deter me. I don't care how sexy, smart, or rugged he is. Opposite tracks, and I've been down this road before. It's one I never plan to travel again. A man like that would never be interested in a woman like me, that I know for certain. After all, I'm a realist. And I really like the skeletons with the king and queen hats. Evan Gray signed it. And it also has the Bookworm box, helping the community 1 book at a time. Content. I looked really quickly through, and it looks like her name is Mora, and his name is Jacqueline, or Jacqueline. I'm not sure. If you know my name, I have a J, but it's pronounced with a Y sound. So I'll just kind of say I sometimes stumble on those names, and I wonder if I'm pronouncing them right, like people mispronounce my name. We have a Helen Hart book, and this is about, I'm vampires, basically. He's been a blood slave to a female vampire for years, and he's escaped, and now he's craving blood. He goes to a hospital where the nurse knows she should report him, but there's a chemistry, and that Dante's plagued by nightmares from his captivity. There's fears he won't be able to control himself, especially when he discovers a secret she doesn't even know she's hiding. It's a first person, and they swap back and forth between each other. I really am kind of intrigued by this. I haven't read a vampire book that I've liked in a while, so I think I look back at Zanetti's Dark Protectors. I've been reading those, and I like those, but the true dark vampire kind of stuff, I haven't read much of that lately. Letters to Molly, Mason Jar series, and this is the second book, signed by Devin Perry. The first book is called The Birthday List, and it goes back and forth between the heroine and the hero, I think, Finn. But after reading the back of the book, basically they had a very happy marriage. Everyone looking in thought that they were the perfect couple and what they wanted to be, and it all went up in flames. She spent years mending her broken heart, and she's finding joy with her kids. Now, all of a sudden, one day she finds a letter in her box written by her husband, Finn's handwriting, dated over 15 years ago. It's a letter he wrote Molly after their first date. And week after week, Finn's letters appear. Each marks a date in their history. Each holds a confession of a man who still owns Molly's heart. Each heals a wound from the past. The problem is, Finn isn't the one sending them. So, while we get some of what Finn is saying, and I just saw the letter, I don't know if there's an extra character, and I'm not going to sit here and try to figure it out if there's an extra character. I really would like to read it and see. I really have to say I am enjoying that we're getting mature couples, and what I mean by that is the new adult, the 21-year-old that's in college. I'm not really a big fan of those books. I have a daughter going into college, and I just really don't want to get into that right now. So I tend to want somebody who's in their later 20s, even in their 30s, and I don't care if they're in their 40s or 50s, truth be known. When you get into the vampire books, they can be hundreds and thousands of years old. Don't care. I don't want geriatrics, but you know, I like a little maturity to my books. We get our trusty Bookworm pin and our pin mate, Devin Perry, on the back. I did determine that this one is higher number than my other one. Darn it. I'm striving to get number 1 someday. And it's got some of her book covers on the back. She's wearing a raglan t-shirt and a baseball hat. And she's kind of cute. Maybe someday my author pictures will be as nice as everyone else's. But as of right now, I don't think they will be. So that's it for the Bookworm box this month. I hope you enjoyed, and hope you have a great rest of July. I'll see you in August.